started with puppetry, I was working with making sculptures and paintings, and I wanted them to move. I came into puppetry, and that was it. I loved it.
I was already making things when I was a kid, and I have these big brothers, much older than me, inspiring me with all this stuff. People at one stage told me like, "Oh, you should put your stuff in galleries," and I never called myself an artist. Other people did, you know. And I'm still in doubt if I'm an artist or an inventor, or it's just a label you put on somebody.
Because his work was sometimes a lot like a skeleton. I always wanted to add something to it. Or I had the feeling like, wow, I said to Fred like, can I make like for one of your sculptures the skin and the outside. Fred actually started with Dirk, and I came in the project, making him more alive.
You were still in Ireland then when I was starting Dirk.
And Dirk is a mechanical tramp. Fred's goal with Dirk was that people would think he was real by seeing him the first time. And I think we quite succeeded in that.
Yeah, even if it was only for 10 seconds, that was kind of a goal. Until now, almost everybody who met Dirk, it was their first experience, the first time in their life that they mistook a robot for a real person. That's really a premiere, that's the first time.
We were still busy making it more and more realistic, and people would pass by without noticing it was a robot or something strange about it. They would just pass by and actually nothing happened.
They ignored it, yeah.
So there was no performance. And so we had to bring him back a bit more to a kind of puppet.
Yeah.
So Monk was original friend for Dirk, for Dirk the mechanical tramp. Because Dirk's playing the organ, and in the old days a troubadour like Dirk would often have a monkey to collect the money. The monkey could go climb up by the windows where people were hanging out to listen to the music and go everywhere, and of course it's very cute. So if you had a monkey, great. But unfortunately for Dirk, monkey got a show on its own. Hey, Monk?
Well, I liked the puppets, and I was amazing how alive they can be. It was like at one point I had this thought that it would be really nice to mechanize one of the puppets.
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
And I thought it was terrible, but we know now it's possible. Because we brought the remote control in it. So it's not just a machine that does the same over and over like an automat, but with the remote control it's a puppet without strings, but it is still the strings, but they're invisible, they're radio signals. We got a few boxes with all pieces of old monkeys that we made and did over again, other material, other shape, other movements. I think it took us 2 long winters to create this monkey, and the summer to experience the
long cold.
2 long cold.
Desperate winters. What I like in a performance is if people are totally sucked into it and if they have an expression on their face like, what's going on? I never seen something like this before. Amazement. You have a really strong and direct and honest reaction. If people don't like it, they just walk away. They even throw something at you if you really don't like it. And if they like it, they have this instant reaction as well. Sometimes we walk around with Monk, and people see him kind of briefly. You see him in his arms, and then you can hear this rumor spreading through the crowd, through the streets, that hey, there's a real monkey, there's a monkey there, and people think it's nice, and people think it's terrible as well. That you shouldn't have a real monkey.
Oh no.
Yeah, this kind of reactions, yeah. Like they want to see it, but then again they think, you can't do that, and they're confronted. And this gives me a kick. It's really, because that's the plan actually, really. And then during the show, the kids stay in it, and that's also real nice.
And they start to ask questions like, where you got the monkey from? How old is he? And like some kids like they are in between. That they think like it's a robot or a puppet, and they think it's real. They just can't. And then I say like, well, it's a little bit real, and they're like, okay, that's it. It's just a little bit real. It's such a treat to fool people, actually.
For them as well.
It is. It's great.
They want to be fooled.